Hey folks, Valentin the Mad here, and today we'll be looking at the character responses in Battlefield 6. I'll do an overview of what's there, I'll talk about a suggestion that I can perhaps see them implementing, and a few that are more of a stretch but aren't something that's impossible. So beginning with body damage, there isn't any. Nothing for explosives or for shooting characters. As for the blood spilling, to my surprise you actually will have a stain for every impact. Basic patterns, no blood dripping down if a wall was stained, but the mechanic is consistent. You will have blood pools for downed characters, and of course the big one is this blood trail for characters that are dragged while in that downed state. It isn't a complex mechanic, staining or animation wise, but it looks seriously cool and quite dramatic and, dare I say, even immersive. We see it in scripted scenes every now and then, but having it be a part of the gameplay is pretty uncommon. As for the aftermath, they aren't a factor. Bodies will vanish a few seconds after the player gives up on a revive, and blood will disappear sometime afterwards. As for the animations, you will be seeing responses on a fatal or a disabling impact. Nothing huge here, but some of those are quite cool. And knife finishers are back too, but only if you attack from behind. Now, as for that disabled state. When I just got playing, I saw a character get shot and wondered why I couldn't revive him. There was no animation for him too. So, basically, you have a visual disabled state only for characters you can revive. Only squad mates if you aren't a medic. You won't be seeing it for enemies, you of course won't be able to finish them, and friendlies will also be laying stiff and still. The only sign of a character being alive if you can't revive them is breath in the winter map. While I do get the reasoning for it, I'd really wish that a disabled state was simply just that, without any oddities. With the gameplay they have now, you probably can't have the option of finishing injured enemies, but you can definitely find a balance with friendlies where you wouldn't have revive spam and you could avoid that silliness. As for what they could realistically add, it would be a non-dismembering response at the point of impact. Nowadays it doesn't have to be a decal. You have a damage painting feature in many engines. Even if not a nasty wound, you could at least have a blood-soaked area where you hit the enemy. A response on the character at the point of impact, a client-side option to let the mess stay, along with what we have now, and you have a very decent basic response. But the aftermath part does present a challenge. If the ragdolls remain active, with this amount of players it's gonna tank performance very quick, even on a powerful PC. But if the ragdolls freeze shortly after death, you will have issues with the partially destructible environments. Bodies floating where a floor used to be, or floating over a crater. Now they could be removed when hit by explosives, but having them just vanish without body parts flying away would be kind of lame. At the moment though, flying bits isn't a feature they're going for, but what if it was? The game already is M-rated. There is substance in the character responses, so dismemberment really isn't that huge of a stretch. Of course, it has to be activated only on the appropriate impacts. The Fatal Sniper headshot could have a nasty result. Explosive hits could remove limbs. You shouldn't be able to revive characters when that happens. And, as I mentioned before, if you have bodies laying around, a direct explosive hit should delete them with body parts flying away. Generally, I hugely dislike the idea of giving for a weapon like a GL, but in a game where GLs can do this, whatever, let it be. I do want to note, animations when limbs are removed would make a massive difference. Most games usually have insta-ragdoll on a dismembering hit, but even a 5 or 10 seconds long animation would be quite impactful. The upcoming game Black State is a good reference for that. I'm not sure how likely is any of it to happen, but if you agree with what's being said here, do share this video around, initiate discussion, and maybe a future BF title won't shy away from features like this. I'll see you all on the next one, which will be about the destruction.